Hello, my name is Victor Brazzi, and I am here with Madame Moro. She's going to be showing us how to do an ecosystem replanting with just items at your home, as well as seeds that you can find in items at your home, lemon seeds, orange seeds, apple seeds, and you just use these containers that you can find at home. So this is a project that you could use yourself at your home, or it could be a school project. You could do it with your kids at home. But we really think that this would be an amazing idea to do as a project in science class. So let's get started and show you how to do it.
Let me show you. Is there any kids that would not like to have a plant like that? Come closer, James. A plant like that grow in a jar. He wants to have 10, 20, 50 of them.
And it's very easy.
It's so easy. So we're going to show you how easy it is to do such a beautiful project. Now here the first things we want to do is to show you how things grow. Look.
This comes from apple seed, and this just grew sitting here in the jar, and you wet the towel that's inside, and because of the humidity, they can grow into something like this. It can take a month, a couple months, but it'll still grow into something amazing.
Wait. Is it not beautiful? It is not the power of nature?
Yes.
It is. But we have to give a little push, for the power of nature to show what it can do. So here we're going to show you, maybe we're going to start by the end. So we'll start by, okay, here I have done that since June. There is sweet apple, is that sweet apple they call it?
Yeah, sweet apple, custard apple.
Sweet apple that is so good, I love it. Enough to die or gets up at 1 o'clock in the morning to eat some. So good it is. But I looked and I could find only few of them. So what I did, I kept the seed, this is the way this project starts, I kept the seed and I started doing the ecosystem with the seed that I had. And so from June on, so I had a lot of like that, that I give away, but the one that did not grow, I did not let them go. Go back to the container with the humidity and grow. Take the time and do. So that was 5 months after.
5 months after.
5 months after. The first one, they're already grown.
They've already grown.
And
so here we're going to take out the seeds that haven't quite grown yet.
Voila, but you see, they are beautiful. I love them too.
Yes, and they still have opportunity to become something. So we're going to take out the ones that still have an opportunity. We're setting them aside for right now and separating them from the seeds that have already grown. There's maturity difference. Some are mature and more are ready to grow, as you can see here, the ones that have grown, and then there's some who still need more time.
And it's after 5 months, June, July,
August, September, October,
and now we are in November.
So about 6 months.
6 months. So you see, you cannot be
impatient. This takes patience, yes, but a worthwhile project.
But I think it takes more than patience. It takes love.
Love, yes.
It takes love for nature, for this creation of God that is so beautiful. And then if you don't take care of it, we lose it. But if we do love it and take care of it, we are the winner.
Yes, for sure.
So we want to be the winner. I don't know about you, but me, I want to be the winner. So here I'm walking, very softly, to get the seed out and the one that has already grown.
Yeah, we have to be very careful to not ruin the seeds that we've already grown here, because if we hurt the root, it could be really hard to plant again, and which is the purpose of us doing all this, is to replant it. Look at this.
Look at that. Is it not beautiful? I love it. Myself, it's a great day for me. Look.
So here are all our seeds that are now possible to replant when they reproduce fruit for us to eat.
You see, you have to be very careful and very softly, you know, with a lot of patience and love, you know. You know, voila. Because it's all wet, you know, and it's paper, wet paper. So,
Wet paper, yeah, it's all
you
wet
know,
paper.
it cannot be that hard, you know. Oh la la, look at that. So rich, we are so rich. If you knew how much I love them. And you know, I tell you something, the plants know if you love them or don't.
They're gonna produce more if you love them more.
Don't believe that they don't have feelings.
Don't have to.
You know, there is an ecosystem in this earth, you know, where everybody is connected, you know.
Now we have all of our roots and seeds separated, and in our seeds we have some of them that are already ready to push out some of the root, and so we are going to put them in the jars separately so that they have more advantage to grow in their jar. So here we are, we're just going to put it in some toilet paper.
Little one.
You see it's already pushing out a little bit of the root, so we're
Okay,
putting it into
we
toilet
close.
paper. And then we're just going to wet it in some water, regular
Wet
water.
it.
And then put it in the jar.
Put it in a jar and close it.
close
We put only one because the jar is very small.
Yes.
But you see, even your baby can help you. He will be part of the project.
Yes. So we're just going to do that with the other ones that are already pushing out the root. And then after that, we are going to be putting all the seeds that are left there and putting them into a wet toilet paper, putting them into a jar. The reason why I put them into a jar and close them up is that the wet paper towel is going to give it humidity, which is going to make these plants regrow and reroot.
Here it is. Your little baby is a part of it. Is it beautiful? Okay, now this one here, you see this one here, are not finished yet to grow.
Yeah, they're not quite ready.
So we're going to put them in a paper.
Any normal paper, toilet paper is going to work.
With anything, even napkin.
Yep, even napkins.
But it has to be a paper that drinks water.
Yes, that holds the water.
You know, that hold the water.
And you just wrap it up, make sure the seeds aren't going to fall out anywhere.
Wrap it up. Put some water.
Get it nice and wet. And then put it back into the jar.
a jar. And close it for a month. Now, this one here, we have already wet the earth.
Yeah, the soil is already wet. You really want to make sure that you have really wet soil. That's going to give your roots more advantage to grow into the fruit that it's supposed to be. So here we are, we're going to put the root in. So you have to be very careful that you don't damage the root or it's not going to grow. So you put it into that tiny hole that you created,
and
cover
then
it up.
You press it.
With love. Press it with love.
With love, you know. Press it so the earth is really
tight around it.
Really tight around it. Would you give me one?
Sure. Here we're going to just do one more for an example.
Here it is.
We wet it, and we have these cups. There are holes on the bottom so that we know that we're putting enough water into it.
This is not enough.
It's not enough water, so we're going to get a little bit more water because we didn't see the water falling out from the bottom. So put some more water into it, and once we see it falling down from the bottom, here we go. That's when we know our soil has enough water in it.
Why we do that here in Haiti? Because it's very hot, and we are in a dry season. So the
need enough moisture.
We will not have rain for at least 1 week or 2 weeks. So they have to have enough water.
So there we poked our hole into the soil again. Find a root to put in.
Is it beautiful? And then in 7 years, if you're still alive, you have sweet apple. Beautiful sweet apple. Yeah. On va faire un troisième.
And so this is something really easy that you can do at home or school project or even a church project. I don't know, something like that. Very easy. It does take patience to see the product at the end, but well worth it. And I think it's a good lesson learning about love, giving back to the earth, and also just about patience too, and learning that everything takes a process. And then it's also good for the ecosystem too, giving back to the earth.
You know, how did I start the project? First, I was looking for the food that I love that I could not find, so I kept the seed. But then I saw on YouTube a video that said that in Thailand, they did a national project of replanting tree, and they asked everybody, the young, the old, the too young, the too old, whatever, whoever lives in Thailand,
To do the same.
to take the seed that you use at home, and when you travel, you send them everywhere. You know, it doesn't have to be your piece of land, or the piece of land, or your cousin, or whatever, any piece of land.
Just giving back to the earth.
Voila,
Yeah.
you just give it back. In 10 years,
You'll see.
in 10 years, the country was all reforested.
Reforested, yeah.
In 10 years, because everybody did it.
Right.
So I was saying to Rachelle, the school could have a project, you know, to find a piece of land that really did need plant, you know, trees. You find the piece of land and then you concentrate on that piece of land, you know. And only one classes, do every month, go and plant on that piece of with your ecosystem. You take your ecosystem, all the children, you know, take their ecosystem. Some have one, some have 20, some have 50. It depends how much they love it, you know. And then they go with the teacher on that piece of land and plant.
And then in years come, you'll
In
see
5 years, in 5 years, did you hear on YouTube there was an old man that plant every day trees in desert where there was no water, no food, nothing could grow. Every day he will go and plant. After 10 years, water started to come. And it was not desert anymore. I mean, you know, this is action
Right.
that
And
anybody can do.
Right. And it's our planet, so we need to love on it and give
Love
back
on
to it
it,
as much as we can.
And then we have to think of others too.
Right.
You know, we are not doing that only for us. We're doing that for mankind. And mankind need to have good people.
Yes.
It's only good people can make mankind so beautiful.
Yes.
Voila. So I think we told you everything, you know, and we really hope that you can. You go to my channel. I have a channel where I put the videos. My channel is YouTube. You go on YouTube. Please enter YouTube. Don't put YouTube and Mama Bahai. No, it doesn't work. You put YouTube. When you are in YouTube, you put Mama Bahai.
And Mama Bahai.
They spell it for them.
UN and then space moment MOMENT space Bahai BAHAI.
Okay.
And you will find other videos like this one along with other
Oh
videos.
yes, and we have beautiful video. We have spiritual video too. We have video with the prayers. Oh, that it is so beautiful. So please go and enjoy it and comment, subscribe,
Like.
because I want to know who you are and are you happy with me? Because I'm happy with you. Because I know you're going to do it. So be happy and serve mankind.
Yes.